Hey there, Materos. Welcome back to another Yerba review. Today, we're going to be trying Yerba Cruz Corrientes Traditional Blend. Let's see how it is. All right, so Yerba Cruz Corrientes Traditional Blend. Yerba Cruz is out of Philadelphia. If you guys haven't heard of them, they're a US-based yerba company. They also sell different types of yerbas. You can get gourds on there, but this is what they came up with. This is their new blend. Really excited to try this. I'll get into a little bit. I'm really excited to see a lot more US-based companies starting to promote and showcase yerba to all of us in the United States. Not just the benefits of it, but the connection part of it, the unification, how it brings everybody together, builds those relationships. I think it's fantastic, and I can't wait to see how all these different companies grow. So, let's see. Start with the packaging. A little bit different. They have a tearaway at the top, and it's resealable. So again, I guess I'm picturing this to be really good to pour it in, a nice pour spout you can create out of that. I really like the design on this. Just a couple things that I noticed on here. What I really like is the whole drink to connect. That's Yerba Cruz message. Yerba is that drink that brings people together, connects all of us. It's got the traditional mate, bombilla, yerba on there. But I really like this. They got the Liberty Bell down here, representing Philadelphia. And then they have the sun from the Argentinian flag down here. How both of them have come together to create a product like this. On the back was really cool. They got a little snippet back here about its mate. It says Corrientes Yerba Mate, harvested from 4th generation farms in Corrientes, Argentina. This traditional blend of loose leaf and stems delivers a smooth, balanced flavor with every sip, staying true to an authentic yerba mate experience passed down for generations. They got the next section down here is a drink to connect. A little bit about what they do in Philadelphia. It says, based in Philadelphia, Yerba Cruz embraces yerba mate's ability to connect people to themselves, each other, and to a tradition spanning generations. I love that. Really brings out that tradition back here, but also the modern aspect of how we still bring people together, we reconnect, build relationships. Distributed by Yerba Cruz. Ingredients, this product is from Argentina. They got a little QR code over here. You can visit their website and get more information. And yeah, let's go ahead and give this thing a try. Let's go ahead and open this up. We're getting rid of the beautiful leaves that are on top. Dive right in. Oh. Ooh. Oh, that is a very traditional yerba smell. It's very fresh, very earthy, a bit sweet. This is what a true traditional loose leaf smells like. So a couple things that I'd like to point out, and you guys can find this over on their website. As I mentioned, it's 4th generation family farm out of Corrientes, or the Misiones area, I believe, down in Argentina. This blend, which I'll show you in just a second, is 60% leaves, 30% stems, and 10% dust. Kind of takes that bitterness away, only having 10% dust. I just noticed a lot of stems at the top. That might be the way that it was cut, but show you a little bit there. Nice big stems, bigger, medium-sized leaves on here. True Argentinian cut. I love how that is, and the smell. It's like a cool summer breeze. Just that hot day and that breeze comes through, just chills you up a little bit. That's what this smell reminds me of. This is fantastic. And I cannot wait to get into this. So let's go ahead and pour this up. I'm going to be using one of their stainless steel mates. It's got their logo on the front. You know, a nice single serve size here of the mate. Let's go ahead and fill this up. It's a very light smell to it as well. I think that's gonna be really good for people trying it the first time. It's not overpowering. It's not something that'll kind of punch you in the nose with that strong smell. It's very sweet, very soft, very pleasant. Yeah, there's not much dust in there at all. Actually, it's just tiny little leaves. Not much dust, just tiny particles from the leaves. But let's go ahead and get this prepped up. All right, we'll let that sit for a second. So the kits that they have, it also comes with a bombilla, comes with the mate itself, and then there's also a cleaning brush that's on there. Clean deep down inside of that bombilla, get all those loose particles out of there. It's really nice. So great set that they have that comes with that. A couple other things. I just want to kind of introduce Yerba Crew to you guys. As I said, they're out of Philadelphia. They are really integrated into their community, which is fantastic. Not only do they go out and do mateadas out in the park, I think they do that once or twice a month. They're connected with different soccer teams. I know they sponsor one of the teams. They've also got connections to the Philadelphia Union, the FC over there. Just great stuff. And recently they've started going out into communities and doing, I don't want to call them vendor markets, but like little pop-ups, serving different mate, whether it's the traditional way or, you know, a brewed way in a cup that you can have it on the go. So they're really doing some fantastic things over there in Philadelphia, and I wish them all the best in that. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. I can't wait anymore. It really does. Oh, it smells so good. But the smell is so light, you actually have to get down in there to get those smells. Kind of up here, they're just very light. So let's see. All right, we got Yerba Cruz Corrientes Traditional Blend. Let's try the first one. First sip. Ooh. So that first sip, as I said, it's just, the flavor is just as light as the aroma. Very soft, but that sweetness, some kind of like berry hint almost. It's a very pleasant mate, actually. Yeah, I'm getting something kind of fruity out of it. The softness, the sweetness to it. Not a heavy, earthy taste to this. Not that thick hay or grassy taste to it. More of a sweetness than anything. Very soft taste, not a big punch. You're not getting that flavor punch right off the bat. It's coming in smooth and it hits a little bit later, the flavor does. But it also doesn't sit on your tongue or the back of the tongue. You don't really get that aftertaste. You get a nice flavor and then it kind of washes away. after that. Very interesting. Mm. This is a park mate. That's what I picture. I don't know if it's because I know that they do that with their macchiatos, but I feel when I drink this, I feel like I'm sitting outside. It's a sunny day. I'm sitting underneath a tree. That breeze is blowing through. You get this kind of sweeter mate that comes through. It's not a heavy fruit punch or a heavy sweetness. It's very mild. It's very pleasant. But just kick back, relaxing, sitting under a tree or something, maybe having a picnic, people enjoying the park. I kind of get that vibe from this. I really do. You're getting that outdoorsy, kind of chilled picnic vibe. I can start to feel the energy kick in. So I have a feeling that this is going to be a nice, energetic yerba that's going to kind of wake you up. That's what I'm starting to feel. Kind of come into life a little bit more. All right, so as the leaves steep a little bit longer, so by the fourth or fifth round that you go with this, there is a slight aftertaste. Again, it's not that earthy, it's still a bit sweet. It starts to settle a little bit, but I think that's because the leaves have been steeped for a while and it gives you that extra flavor at the end. Very pleasant. All right, let's go ahead and give this thing a review. Let's see what we can score this. Pretty happy with the flavor. I think this is great for beginners, actually. I think this is for like a great introduction. I've talked about other mates before that I think would be good. The Cruz de Malta, some of the Suave, they have less punch to them. This seems to have more of a complexity to it. It has a flavor punch that's not super strong. It's got that energy, that uplifting feeling. It's got that feeling of like a warm summer day as the breeze goes through, being outside. I like that. So, Yerba Cru, Corrientes traditional blend. All right, I think for this one, we're gonna go an 8.8. 8.8. I really like this. I prefer just a little bit more punch in there, but I believe their whole target is to get people into yerba. Again, they're going out into the community, spreading the yerba message, introducing it to people. This is fantastic for that. So if you got any friends that want to try it, or you yourself just want to switch it up a little bit, you want a little bit of a punch but not a hard one, this is fantastic. So 8.8. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And until next time, salud.